Now, I want us to follow through this using multiple properties of exponentials to try and solve this particular question and see what is it that we shall be able to come up with. So the first thing that we shall do is, for instance, we know very well that the first property, if I have a out of b raised to a negative power of n, let's say, I remove this by saying b out of a, I get the reciprocal of what is in the bracket, then the power becomes positive. Therefore, that is the first thing that we shall do as we work on this. We get the reciprocal of this in order to remove this negative power. What shall we have now? 2, because I'm getting the reciprocal, now that will go in the numerator. Therefore, now I'll have negative x raised to the power of 2, y raised to the power of 5, everything out of 2, x raised to the power of 3, y raised to the power of 2. Then what happens now? The power becomes positive. So that is the first step that you have then to ensure that you are dealing with it. To first of all, remove what? To remove the bracket. Then what is the next thing? The next thing that now we are supposed to do is now to go ahead and try to split this. Now I'll have negative x squared raised to the power of 2. I'm now squaring everything. Multiplied by y raised to power 5 raised to the power of 2. Everything out of, I have 2 raised to the power of 2. Then I'll have, the other one is what? X raised to power 3 raised to the power of 2. Same to y raised to power 2, again raised to the power of 2. Now, what is the next property? The next property that now I'll be applying here, property number 2, is the one that says that if I have a raised to power m raised to the power of n, when I remove the parentheses, I multiply the two powers. So this is now the property that I'm going to use here as I remove that. Therefore, I'll have this as negative x times negative x. What will I get? I'll get x, which is now positive. Because I'm squaring everything inside the bracket, then I multiply the two powers. What do I have? X raised to the power of 4. Then we move next to this one here. Because I am removing the parentheses, I multiply 5 times 2. What will I have? Y raised to the power of 10. Everything out of. I square this. What do I get? I'll get 4. Then I multiply this. Because this one here is raised to the power of 2. This one. 3 times 2. X raised to the power of 6. Lastly is this one. Y raised to the power of 2 times 2. What is the answer? Raised to the power of 4. Therefore, now we are here. What do? We will now have to follow the rule of indices, which says that if I'm dividing and the bases are the same, I subtract the powers. For instance, a raised to power m, this is now the third rule, out of a raised to power n is the same as a raised to power m subtract n. This is now the third rule. So with this one now in mind, we come here and say, then I have x raised to the power of 4 minus 6 into bracket. Then I have y raised to the power of 10 minus 4 into bracket. Everything out of 4. So therefore, what do we go next? We now simplify this. What will we have from here now? We now come and say that I have x raised to power negative 2, 4 take away 6, then y raised to power 6, 10 take away 4, everything out of 4. Finally, what is my answer? I can remove this negative here by getting the reciprocal of this. Therefore, now from there, my answer will be y raised to the power of 6, everything out of 4x squared. And this becomes my solution. I hope you are able to follow through. And you've seen we've used quite a number of laws of exponents. Yeah, a power raised to a power, a negative power. What happens? You get the reciprocal to remove the negative power. That was the first step. Here now, a power raised to another power. What do? You multiply the two powers to remove these particular powers. We moved here. From here then, we had again to apply what? The quotient rule of exponents by subtracting. Yeah, so we subtracted that, then finally you come up to here to get your solution. I would like that you follow through that, then it will help you to revise. Thank you.